Hello everyone and welcome back to Painting with Martin. This is going to be a quick video and we're going to look at how to paint a Russian World War II tanker crewman. I already painted the M3 Stuart tank a while ago. It's going to be a link in the description box or on the button up here so you can see it. But it's missing the crewman, so we're going to adjust that error and right now and get to work. So there are several options for you to do so. To paint this one, you can either paint him in kind of like a greyish, darkish color with kind of a German grey, kind of like tanker's helmet. I'm going to opt for a different look, and I'm going to ask for. I'm going to try to keep it historically accurate. I looked at some pictures, but Russian tank crew is not my specialty when it comes to World War II. So I'm going to start with giving it a base coat. And the comes of the uniform of heavy khaki by Vallejo. You can use something like regular khaki if you want to as well. I'm going to put it here on my wet palette, and I'm going to use a fairly small brush for this one to make sure I get all the details. And as such, I'm putting it on like this, and the back. Not too much, putting too much paint on the brush. I'm using it neat right now. You can dilute it as well if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on details and such. Taking great care not to avoid the hand here, but to paint the lower section is going to be useful, even though it's not going to be showing that much, because once you're going to glue it to the tank, you're not going to see much of it anyways, when I'm talking about the lower bottom part. But I'm taking care anyways to paint it. And here you can see the creases in the fabric, and as such going over like this. It's going to be a very basic video how to paint it. Not looking to win any competitions here, just to make sure that it looks quite nice on the table. And as such, now we've got this part. Now let's look at the face. We're going to paint it with a kind of like a speed paint called Speedpaint Crusader skin by Army Painter. Unfortunately, I already put it out on my wet palette, so it's already ready for us. And we're of course gonna go and paint the face with this. As well as the hand. This is a great go-to paint if you are not keen on painting too many facial details, but still want to get some of the job done. Now, for the main helmet, there are several options. You can paint it in German grey, as I said before, or you can opt for a more kind of like, I wouldn't say brownish colour, or brownish tintish colour, but you can do that, and that's what I'm trying to aim for here. And I'm going to aim for a kind of like a German, Vallejo red leather. Putting it out over here on the palette, which is a wet palette. The thing I'm holding this one is actually from Red Grass. It's a painting handle that is really, really good, and it's ergonomically formed, so you're not going to damage your hands or anything. And I'm putting it on like this. Taking care not to touch the face as needed. There's a little strap here as well. Making sure there's no white bleeding through as well. And there will be a strap here around the face. 1 or 2 layers might be necessary for this one to get good even coverage. Looking quite okay already, and there we go. Now to paint some highlights for the face, I'm going to use some Kislev flesh from Citadel. You can use any other flesh tone as you see fit. This is my go-to for this one. I'm going to take off my glasses here because I'm a glasses wearing person, and I'm going to see here, I'm going to point out the skin on the nose, cheekbones if possible. And the forehead, leaving the shading in the recesses, as well as also on the hand now. As such here, I saw that I also missed the small parts of the khaki here, which I will fix straight away. And of course, I also noticed the mistake here that I painted over his other hand here. And I'm going to try to fix that immediately by painting over some white. Actually, we will paint it over with some Cadian flesh tone, which is a little bit of a warmer color. My mistake for this one. Too liquid. Let's see if we can get a new paint pot of Cadian flesh tone up. Fortunately, I bought one from my local geek store called Geek Shelter, located in Haifa as well as in Tel Aviv, because I'm Israel located. Just a little bit of such. Put this one in the same color. And a little bit of warmer color. We'll do that for the face as well, making sure it's the same color. Now, once the paint is completely dried, let's also see that I missed this part of his collar up here. Once the paint is completely dry, you can give it a nice wash with some Agrax Earthshade if you like. I'm going to give it a small wash on the back to show you how it looks like, and awesome sepia wash as you see fit. And we've got some Agrax Earthshade here from Citadel. And then you can apply the khaki again in another kind of layer. And once it's dry, you can also paint the strap here, which I will do now, even though it's not entirely dry, with some XV88 from Citadel. As such. Okay, and this is my way of painting a quick and easy World War II Russian tanker crewman. Looks like this, and it's now ready to be glued after it's dried to this crewman, and it's going to look a little bit like this. He will be here on the top. Use a regular kind of like Loctite super glue that you attach it to the base of the tank. And make sure when you do that, you don't get any glue on your fingers, because it's annoying. And there you have it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate it. And then I'll see you next time in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.